What if I told you? The legends are real. From the Amazon's dark jungles to Siberia's frozen edge, eyewitnesses swear they've seen monsters extinct for thousands of years. Giant sloths that toppled trees, winged predators with 30-foot wingspans, reptiles the size of buses stalking the outback, and beasts vanishing into the night with blood-curdling roars. These aren't fairy tales. They're backed by tracks, torn trees, and terrified survivors. So, are they still out there? Or are we chasing shadows? Today, we'll uncover 7 extraordinary creatures officially declared extinct, yet rumored to still exist. 1. Megatherium, the giant ground sloth. Our journey begins in prehistoric South America, home to one of the largest land mammals to ever roam the earth, the Megatherium. This massive ground sloth could stretch nearly 20 feet long and weigh over 8,800 pounds. It likely disappeared around 10,000 years ago, a victim of rapid climate change and relentless human hunting. And yet, the legend refuses to die. In the tangled heart of the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight barely touches the ground, local tribes tell stories of the Mapinguari, a towering, foul-smelling creature with enormous claws and a roar that chills the blood. Eyewitnesses describe it walking upright, knocking over trees, flipping canoes, and leaving behind huge, deep footprints. Hunters claim to have heard eerie, guttural calls echoing through the jungle. While no definitive proof has surfaced, scientists admit the Amazon is still one of the few places on Earth where a creature this size could remain unseen. Perhaps Megatherium truly is gone, or perhaps it still lurks in the shadows. 2. Pterosaurs, the sky lords of the Mesozoic. From the forest floor, we turn our gaze skyward to the age of flying reptiles, the pterosaurs. Often mistaken for dinosaurs, these creatures were part of a distinct order, ruling the skies for over 150 million years. The largest species boasted wingspans of 35 feet and weighed over 500 pounds, yet their hollow bones made them masters of flight. Some had needle-like teeth, others long beaks, and many sported dramatic crests atop their heads. Their diets varied. Some hunted fish over the waves, others stalked small land animals. On the ground, they moved awkwardly on all fours, but once airborne, they were unmatched. And while science declares them extinct for 66 million years, modern sightings persist. In Papua New Guinea, locals speak of the ropen, a massive winged predator with a glowing tail. In the deserts of Texas and Arizona, witnesses have reported leathery wings, long snouts, and silent glides, sometimes accompanied by livestock attacks. No hard evidence exists, but pterosaurs remain one of history's strangest creatures, and the possibility they still haunt our skies continues to capture the human imagination. 3. Moa, the lost giants of New Zealand. Hook, a bird taller than most humans, and some say it's still running through New Zealand's forests. The moa were towering, flightless birds native to New Zealand, with the largest species reaching 12 feet in height. Completely wingless and built for speed, they grazed on vegetation and were hunted only by the massive Haast's eagle, until humans arrived. The Maori people hunted them relentlessly and cleared their habitats, driving them to extinction within a few centuries. Yet since the early 1900s, hikers and farmers have reported sightings of huge, wingless birds vanishing into dense bush. Some claim to have found oversized tracks. With much of New Zealand's wilderness still untouched, the Moa might just be hiding in plain sight. 4. Mokele-Mbembe, the river stopper. Hook, a dinosaur in the heart of Africa. Some say they've seen it block rivers with its massive body. In the Congo River basin, local legends speak of the Mokele-Mbembe, a reptilian giant up to 33 feet long, with a long neck like a diplodocus. Stories date back to the early 1900s, with tribes pointing to specific swamp regions where it is said to dwell. Witnesses tell of it crossing rivers, overturning boats, and creating massive waves. While skeptics point to hippos or folklore, the idea of a living dinosaur hiding in the Congo's swamps remains one of the most compelling mysteries in cryptozoology. 5. Woolly mammoth, the Ice Age giant hook. They walked the earth while the pyramids were being built, and some believe they still roam Siberia. Standing 13 feet tall and weighing up to 22,000 pounds, the woolly mammoth was perfectly adapted to the Ice Age, with thick fur and enormous curved tusks. While most vanished 10,000 years ago, a small herd survived on Wrangel Island until just 4,000 years ago. Preserved mammoth remains found in Siberian permafrost are so intact that scientists have extracted DNA, with some attempting to bring them back through genetic engineering. Meanwhile, hunters whisper of huge, hairy animals still wandering the most remote corners of Siberia. 6th, Megalania, the king of reptiles, hook, the largest lizard in history, and the Australian outback might still be its kingdom. Once stretching over 20 feet long and weighing more than half a ton, Megalania was the apex predator of ancient Australia. Related to the Komodo dragon but far larger, it likely hunted giant marsupials with ambush tactics and possibly venomous saliva. Aboriginal legends speak of snakes with legs, and reports from the 1970s in Queensland tell of massive reptiles disappearing into the bush. The outback's sheer size and isolation leave room for speculation. Could the king of lizards still roam today? 7. Nandi bear, Africa's night hunter hook. Half bear, half hyena, all fear. The Nandi bear is said to haunt Kenya and Uganda, described as a powerful mix between a bear, a hyena, and a leopard. Cloaked in thick fur and moving with deadly strength, it hunts at night, letting out roars that freeze the blood. Africa has no native bears, yet for over a century, colonists and locals alike have reported encounters. Some believe it could be a relic short-faced bear or giant hyena. Others suspect a mutated predator from a known species. In recent years, livestock attacks with deep growls and massive paw prints have revived interest in the legend. Whether it's a cryptid or a misidentified animal, the Nandi bear remains one of Africa's most enduring mysteries. From the Amazon to the Arctic, from the Australian outback to the African savanna, these stories blur the line between myth and reality. Perhaps they truly are gone, or perhaps, somewhere in the shadows, they still walk among us.